The hacker known as 4chan is finally gone. His website has been taken down and now the world is safe. Yeah, obviously, if you've been on Twitter or any social media recently, you probably saw that on April 14th, one of the biggest message board websites on the internet, 4chan, was hacked. And this wasn't just some random hack or anything, it was kind of a vengeful thing. Back in 2021, 4chan used to have a board called /QA, which is essentially kind of a questions FAQ page, but over time it just got overrun with people posting wojaks and soyjaks and abusing moderators and janitors. Now, if you're wondering what a 4chan janitor is, it's someone who has lower level mod privileges, essentially, being able to just moderate small things on the message board for free. Yeah, there's people that were moderating 4chan for free. Think about that for a second, right? Now, I know we all make fun of Reddit mods, but like, you have to have nothing going on in your life to be a 4chan janitor. I'm sorry. But in 2021, that QA board was banned for all the abuse of the moderators and everything. And so all the people that were a part of that board ended up making their own website called Soyjack Party, or Finashadi Soyjack Party for short. Now, during the hack, you could actually see that the /QA board was brought back, featuring Hatsune Miku and a giant message saying /QA returns. #PackWatch. Pack God. Please don't watch Pack God. And pretty much every single message board was filled with admin posts from people who obviously weren't actually admins of just troll faces and saying that you got hacked, lol. And this wasn't just a surface level hack where they were just going to troll them and, give up control eventually. They actually got full access to the back end of 4chan, allowing them to see IP addresses and emails of every single user, moderator, and janitor. And you might be wondering what kind of crazy hacking had to go on in order for them to do this, because you would assume that with how deep in the subculture of the internet that 4chan is, you'd think that their cybersecurity would be at least, up there, right? They're not going to be using a padlock that guy who picks locks by throwing axes at them on YouTube Shorts is going to be able to pick. They used a PHP version from 2016, and that was around the time that it was actually sold to the current owners of 4chan from the original creator of 4chan, so that makes sense why they just didn't give a fuck. The way that they were able to hack into 4chan was because PHP allows you to upload pictures, obviously, and files to a website that you own. One of these including PDF files. No, not predators, actual PDF files. Now, you would think that if you're able to upload files to a website, it would actually check if the file that you're uploading is an actual file, just for supportive reasons to make sure that it looks correct on the website, but no. Apparently, the PHP version that they were using just doesn't check if it's an actual PDF file that they're uploading. So they were actually able to upload a PostScript file with PostScript commands as a PDF file to 4chan, giving them backend access completely. Usually websites are hacked through phishing, some sort of social engineering. And this is like crazy, every single website that uses PHP is obviously vulnerable to this. This is a crazy new revelation, except this was something that was found back in like 2012, 2016. Kind of similar, not really, to the Andrew Tate website hack.
I'm fucking all these 16-year-old women.
Now, if you're a user of 4chan, you might be like, holy shit, I used my work email to sign up for 4chan, and that's where I uploaded all of my femboy furry hentai. I'm gonna get exposed, I'm gonna get fired for all my hot takes on /poll. Surprisingly, Soyjack Party, people who have hacked the website, have said that they have no interest in leaking user information. They're just leaking janitor and moderator and admin information just cause. I mean, it is kind of funny. Now, janitors were kind of freaking out about this. Obviously, people tend to use the same email for everything. That's how a lot of personal hacks happen. People using the same email, same password for everything. So obviously finding all of these emails, they were able to, backtrace that back to other accounts like YouTube, DeviantArt, Twitter, and find, along with their IP, they had their personal information, allowing them to actually trace down their accounts on like DeviantArt and Twitter, YouTube, everything. And a lot of the janitors had some pretty interesting art and takes online through other accounts with the same email that they used to sign up for 4chan with. And so they started freaking the fuck out saying, oh my God, there's like furry porn everywhere. Everyone's going to find me. This is so terrible. Not only this, surprisingly, with 4chan's reputation, you would assume that there's not a lot of censorship on the platform. There actually is. And a lot of people were actually banned for no reason at all. And they would say that the reason they got banned made no sense. And that's true, because the message that they got for the reason they were banned was completely different to the messages that was given to the admins, obviously showing why that person was banned. Another interesting fact from this is that a lot of the emails that were used to sign up for 4chan were actually .gov websites or .edu websites, pretty much proving the fact that 4chan was full of feds the entire time, if not just a giant fed honeypot, and that a lot of the accounts were from Israel. Do with that information what you will. I will admit, though, I'm sure a lot of people with certain political ideologies probably use VPNs to sign up from Israel because they think it's funny. I don't know. A lot of people were saying that there's a lot of propaganda from Russia on 4chan, but I would say this list says otherwise. I don't know. Maybe 4chan was a giant Mossad honeypot. I just thought that was really interesting because, obviously 4chan is just full of degenerates, but I guess there's our government and every other country's government is also full of degenerates, which, isn't surprising at this point, but And with the whole banning and censorship thing, janitors did admit that they would ban people just because they didn't like what they were saying, which is fucking crazy. Again, for 4chan, everyone thinks 4chan is like the scariest place on the internet, part of the dark web for some fucking reason.
The Among Us potion from the dark web.
But, you know, there's places like Kiwi Farms, but even Kiwi Farms has some rules set in place, you know, like don't go attack people, you know, outside of this website that, you know, are made fun of on this website. Soyjack party, though, no holds bars. It's just do whatever the fuck you want. There's a lot of people from 4chan trying to go over to Soyjack party to kind of, you know, just reintegrate and just be a part of like some message boards and everything. And they are just getting blasted. Nobody wants them there. They're not taking refugees over there. Okay. They're sending them all back, put them back on the boats. It's crazy. I mean, if you try to go to the website now, you can't go to the website. It just doesn't work like at all. What's also crazy is that according to people that were, you know, on the inside of the hack and everything, stated that they probably had access for about a year. They were just sitting inside of the 4chan backend for a whole year, waiting just to do this. That takes a lot of patience. If I had access like this to a website that I hated, it'd be gone immediately. The second I got access, I would fucking I'd let everybody know and the website would be gone. Not only this, the servers, possibly are completely compromised, like completely. So the website's probably not going to be back up for, I mean, I don't even know, who knows how long. So if you enjoyed using 4chan, I'm sorry. That sucks. You're not going to have your favorite Fed posting website anymore. Another thing too is a lot of the emails that were used to sign up were from Gmail. If you don't know, Gmail asks for your phone number and a lot of personal information when you make an account. Usually it's kind of hard to make an account if you don't include a phone number at the very least. So yeah, that information is just out there now if you use a Gmail to sign up for 4chan. That sucks. I'm hoping that now, you know, the people who run the website are actually invested in getting better security for the people that use their website all day. And for the poor janitors that are, you know, doing God's work and moderating 4chan for free. It's not God's work. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, that's the whole thing. I haven't uploaded a video in a while, so that was interesting. iDubbbz just uploaded a content cop. So we'll talk about that probably tomorrow. It's not good. It's not good. I feel bad. I do feel bad for these fucking people, dude. Oh my God. Go back to Reddit for cuck refugee. But yeah, I mean, again, like, it's crazy that 4chan has this reputation for what it is, like this just fucking KKK Nazi message board, when it's really not. There are so many, like, I'm not gonna lie, couple crazy things going on there, but obviously, as you can see, a lot of it's from government officials, so probably most of it's just CIA bait, try and get you to do stupid shit. But yeah, that's the 4chan hack. Let me know what you think about the 4chan hack. If you love 4chan, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more hacking news, tech updates. I'll be cutting off my hand to get a bionic arm next video. But yeah, love you. Bye.